I spent 80 million bucks on a top-tier custom racing mech girl. We're all still here, we're fine. I'm gonna protect you both, I promise. I don't know why, but I was a wreck too. System online, all systems go. Fast racing standing by. My dad went quiet, then said, I believe you. I know what Jordana is capable of. But when I brought her to the track to test her out, I'm not letting this slide. That apartment isn't safe anymore when we're moving, now. The core engine inside Liu Ruyan started letting out this deep, resistant rumble. Don't worry, we've got your back. My core is unstable, unable to execute commands. I'm gonna destroy them. And then my arch nemesis Shi Zhenxiang just casually strolled over. Same. Jordana is pure evil. If he torches the place in the middle of the night, we're all dead. Easy there, bro. You gotta sweet-talk a new bride. He stepped right past me, reached out, and gently placed his hand on Liu Ruyan's stomach. Don't be scared, just relax. The next second, all that tension inside Liu Ruyan just melted away. Her whole body loosened up. Shi Zhenxiang shot me this smug little look. Then he turned to Liu Ruyan and said, let me guide you through a lap. Liu Ruyan actually nodded. She didn't look at me once. I was furious. I stepped forward to shove Shi Zhenxiang out of the way, but Liu Ruyan suddenly lunged sideways and planted herself right in front of him. For the first time, she looked me dead in the eyes. Who do you think you are? He understands how to drive me way better than you ever will. I just stood there. My mind went completely blank. Under Shi Zhenxiang's command, Liu Ruyan's body started to glow. Within seconds, this gorgeous girl transformed into a sleek, pure white supercar. Shi Zhenxiang pulled open the door, dropped into the driver's seat, and flashed me a cocky grin. The engine let out a roar, and Liu Ruyan shot onto the track like a white bolt of lightning. Cornering, accelerating, drifting. Every single move was flawless. That whole unstable core thing from 2 minutes ago felt like I'd imagined it. The crew around me started whispering. I became the laughingstock of the whole venue. Test over. The car shifted back to human form, and Liu Ruyan stood next to Shi Zhenxiang like she belonged there. Then Shi Zhenxiang walked over looking like he owned the place. Bro, your new girl's got some serious specs. He leaned in close and said in a voice only I could hear, but she seems way more into me. My head snapped up, just like I figured. See? I'd been busy, so I had the manufacturer drop her straight into my villa's private garage, and I didn't open the crate until that night. That's when everything went wrong. I pulled out my phone and pulled up yesterday morning's delivery log. One line I'd completely overlooked hit me like a truck. Received by Shi Zhenxiang. And then a rumor I'd only ever heard in custom mech girl circles suddenly exploded in my head. When a high-end mech girl is activated from sleep, the first person she lays eyes on, her soul will instinctively lock onto them. I was the driver bound to her through contract and system link, but her instincts had already imprinted on Shi Zhenxiang. I watched as Shi Zhenxiang tenderly stroked Liu Ruyan's face, and she just leaned into it, completely willing, completely devoted. Oh, that's how we're playing this? Fine. I turned and walked, went straight back to the villa. All those mocking stares from the track wouldn't leave my head. I needed to figure out exactly how I ended up the biggest chump in the room. I stormed into the security room and pulled up yesterday's garage footage. On camera, Shi Zhenxiang was sneaking around, prying open the shipping capsule, and curiously reaching in to touch Liu Ruyan while she was still asleep. SS-class unit Liu Ruyan activated. First contact data recorded, Shi Zhenxiang. Liu Ruyan's core lit up in a deep electric blue. Her engine let out this sound, thrilled and satisfied. Shi Zhenxiang's hands roamed all over her, running across her core. In the corner of the monitor, a data panel kept jumping. Resonance rate 20%, 50%, 99%, 100%, perfect sync. Then through the audio feed came a voice. Liu Ruyan's voice, soft in a way she'd never once been with me. My core is resonating. The one I'm contracted to makes me sick. Only you can make me whole. Crack. I crushed the remote in my hand, killed the feed. I didn't want to look at this for another second. Then I picked up the phone and called customer service. List this Liu Ruyan on your second-hand market. Label her as a damaged unit. Sir, listing her as damaged will significantly hurt her resale value. That's exactly what I said. Damaged unit. Is that so hard to understand? As for the price, set it at whatever my dear little brother can just barely afford. The rep went quiet. Probably never gotten a request like that before. Understood, sir. We'll honor your decision. I hung up. Felt the tightness in my chest loosen up a little. Then, in the middle of the night, someone knocked on my door. It was Liu Ruyan. Her core energy was clearly drained. She looked pale. I'm hungry. Maybe tonight. I can allow your resonance. I almost laughed. So now I'm useful again, huh? You're a defective unit. Pass. She froze. Couldn't believe I actually said that. I held her gaze, kept my face stone cold, and slammed the door shut. 7 days later, a brand new shipping capsule arrived at my villa. The moment the hatch opened, a flash of blazing red came bursting out. Master, SS-class all-around combat mech girl Crimson Angel activated. Core compatibility scan 10%, 50%, 100%, perfect match. Soul resonance established. All abilities unlocked. Crimson Angel nuzzled right into my arms, her voice dripping with sweetness. Master, I'm Crimson Angel. It's a pleasure to serve you. I reached out and pinched her cheek. Soft, warm, springy. Now that's the service attitude you get for 80 million. I smiled. Now the real show could begin. The ranked doubles race. Everyone had their eyes on it. The moment I walked in with Crimson Angel, we owned the room. No surprise there. Shi Zhenxiang showed up too, with Liu Ruyan trailing beside him. 7 days apart, and Liu Ruyan's condition had visibly tanked. Her core's glow had gone dim and flat. She was pale as a sheet, because obviously Xu Zhenxiang's amateur hour skills were never going to sustain long-term resonance with an SS-class mech girl and keep her energy up. He spotted Crimson Angel next to me and his jaw nearly hit the floor. Then that punchable face of his curled into his signature fake smile. Bro, you swapped her out in just 7 days. I thought you were all deep and devoted. Guess not. Before I could even respond, Crimson Angel stepped forward, hooked her arm through mine, and put herself between us. You're Liu Ruyan, unit number V47. I'm Crimson Angel, unit number V86. She tilted her head, her eyes full of straight-up contempt for a defective unit. Management asked me to inform you. Your contract with our master is officially terminated. The color drained from Liu Ruyan's face. Pure disbelief. She probably thought she could coast on her looks and stick around as some pampered fallback option. Cute. Xu Zhenxiang blinked, then something clicked. He yanked out his phone. No way. Liu Ruyan's already listed in the second-hand section. Damaged unit, fire sale price. I snagged her for just 4 million. His voice was pure gloating, like he'd just scored the deal of the century. He threw his arm around Liu Ruyan like she was a trophy. Liu Ruyan, as of right now, you're mine. Bro, this damaged unit is coming home with me. Liu Ruyan went stiff. Her eyes locked onto me, desperate and pleading. I ignored her, shared a look with Crimson Angel, and smiled. I raised my wrist terminal and lightly tapped the screen. In the distance, Liu Ruyan's core flickered violently and dimmed by more than half. I leaned in close to Xu Zhenxiang and said in a voice just low enough for the two of us. Oh, forgot to mention, as her original custom owner, it doesn't matter who else buys her. But since it's you, I'm locking her core performance at 30%, permanently. I watched his smug grin freeze in real time. Congrats, Xu Zhenxiang. You just paid 4 million for a paperweight. Xu Zhenxiang's face went dark enough to blot out the sun. Get on your knees and beg me, and I'll throw in an extra 5%. Xu Zhenxiang was absolutely seething, but completely powerless. The race started, every mech girl transformed, engines roaring. Crimson Angel turned into a streak of red fire and left the entire field in the dust instantly. My soul resonance with her stayed locked at 100%. Every command executed perfectly. I even had the bandwidth to flip Xu Zhenxiang off mid-race. He was so mad his face was caving in. He was going all out on Liu Ruyan, pushing her to the limit. Her core let out a pained wail. The whole car was shaking. Her performance was locked. Forcing it would only trash her further. On the final lap, I eased off and let him catch up. Xu Zhenxiang thought he finally had his shot. You could see the wild look in his eyes. You're done, Hao Shui. You're losing this. He went for the inside pass. Rookie move, Crimson Angel, strike mode now. On my command, her side armor burst out. Liu Ruyan's screech and the sound of twisting metal blurred into one. Right in front of everyone, Xu Zhenxiang's car got blasted clean off the track, smoking. Race over. I walked off with Crimson Angel in my arms, and the whole venue's eyes were on us. Over in the pit lane, Xu Zhenxiang was going absolutely feral, kicking and stomping on Liu Ruyan after she shifted back to human form. Trash, 4 million down the drain.